Hello children, welcome to today's EVS class, EVS 1 class. So currently we are in lesson number 7, food for animal. Okay, please write down today's date. And in today's class children, what are the topic we are going to learn? Today we are going to discuss about food chain, food web, okay, and animal extinction. Okay, so that means by the end of today's class you should be able to define what actually is food chain, what actually is food web, what is the difference between food chain and food web, and how some animals they are extincting, what are the reason for the extinction of those animals, that we will be learning and discussing in today's class. So let us start our class with the recapitulation of the things which we have already learned. So our chapter started with the concept of three types of animal, isn't it? Herbivore, eating plant; carnivore, eating animals, other animals; and omnivores, eating both of plant source as well as animal source. We have discussed about the adaptation in teeth of these animals. You remember that? Then I have told you about one more type which is not mentioned in your book, that are parasites. Yes, what are parasites? These organism live either on our body or inside our body, and they take food and nutrition from the body by sucking from their blood. An example I have told you about lice in hair, or worms which generally develop in our stomach. They used to suck the nutrients, blood from our body only. And apart from that, in our previous live class we have discussed about various adaptation. These different animals, they have some special body characteristic which make them able to fulfill their need for their food. Yes, we have talked about ants, that they are having very sharp sense of smell. You remember that? Then I have shown you a picture showing eagle, how sharp their vision is. From miles away they can search for the food. If it is present there, they can visualize it and capture it. Then cats and dog like animals, they are having very sharp sense of hearing. Those who are having dogs as pet at their home, they might have noticed that even little bit sound, the dog who you feel that it is sleeping, suddenly it got up, isn't it? And then we have discussed about teeth of animals according to their eating habit. We have already discussed how carnivorous, they have flat teeth for grinding. Animals eating meat or flesh of another animal, they are having very pointed sharp canines here to tear flesh. And we have discussed about tongue of some animals. Example, these frogs and lizard, they are very long. Frog, that is very sticky. As soon as any insect touches it gets stuck up there, and animal fold up inside to eat this another animal organism. And for snake, it is fork type of tongue, and it is able to smell from which direction the smell is coming for the food. So these things we have discussed, and today we are going to talk about food chain. Okay, so what actually is food chain? So before that, let me show you something here. Let us start like this. So it will be very easy for you. So what this picture is? Yes, it is an eagle. And if I ask you, what does eagle eat? You can tell me variety, give me variety of answer. That it can be a small cat, rat can be there, small cat can be there, snake can be there. But since here we are discussing about food chain, only one organism we will be taking. Chain has to be linear. Okay, so let us take any one organism. Example, this snake. And if I ask you, what does this snake feed on? Again, you can give me number of organism. It can be frog, it can be rat also. So let us take any one. Like for example, here I am talking about frog. Snake eats frog. Okay, and now If I ask you, what does a frog feed on, then again you can give me varieties of answer. Small flies can be there, grasshoppers can be there. So here I am taking example of grasshopper. And now what does grasshopper feed on? It feeds on grasses. Okay, so you can see that one animal is eating another. This feed on this one, this on this one, this on this one, or this on this one. But energy flow will be like this, from grass to grasshopper, then to frog, then to snake, and then moving to eagle. This is the way energy is flowing. Okay, so this is called food chain, how one organism depend upon another organism. See here, every living plants and animals must have energy to survive. Plants rely on soil, water and sun for energy, and animal rely on plant as well as another animals for energy. That is what I was talking right now. And in an ecosystem, plant and animal all rely on each other. They are interdependent, isn't it? To live either by eating or by being eaten. One is eating another, or another one is being eaten by the first one. This is called food chain. An important thing here is that food chain is always linear. Okay, but when these food chains have many different branches, like if I ask you, what does eagle feed on, you can give me example as it can be snake, it can be cat, it can be rat. So 3 different animals come in between. Now these 3 different animals, they might be eating different food. So like that, these different food chains, they are interlinked to form a food web. See here, what is a food web? Okay, before that, a small question for you. The image show here a partial food chain. Okay, complete the food chain by selecting the correct animal. So here grasses are there, then rat is there, and a snake is there. So what will be the next organism? Can it be a caterpillar, or it be a this one? So a snake, can a caterpillar eat the snake? No, a caterpillar cannot eat the snake. So a snake will be eaten by the eagle. So here correct answer will be eagle. Okay, so energy is moving this way. Okay, so like that question may come in your exam, that complete the food chain. Now let us move to the next one. We were talking about food web. So food chains are connected to each other. That is what I was explaining you now. Plants have eaten by a deer or a rabbit. Deer can be eaten up not only by lion but also by a tiger. Plant can be eaten up by small birds. Small birds can be eaten up by large birds. Such connected food chains are called food web. Yes, you can see in this picture, plant source is there, then those eating plants, or goat is there, rabbit is there, and rat is there. Then this rabbit is eaten by 2 different animals. This mouse is eaten by 3 different animals. Like that, various food chains, they are connected with one another to form a very big network that we call as food web. Okay, this is what food web actually is. Now let us talk about few more things here. See here, some amazing facts are shared. The largest carnivore on earth is South Atlantic elephant seal. It is 3,500 kg. Can you imagine how big it might be? 3,500 kg, very big indeed. Okay, now let me show you something else. Okay, children, now question here is, can you identify a mistake in the given food chain? Okay, you have to observe it nicely and identify a mistake there in the given food chain. So can you do that? If you observe carefully, you have to find out where a mistake is there. See here, let me help you out, whether you are able to do it or not. You have to find out which animal is eating whom. In that there is a mistake. For snake eating kite, this is correct. Here also correct. Goat is eating plant product, correct. Jackal is eating rabbit, correct. When you observe minutely in detail, you will see here a mistake here, isn't it? Mouse eaten by rabbit. Arrow means this animal is eaten by another animal. Mouse is eaten by snake is correct, but mouse eaten by owl, it is also correct. Mouse eaten by wildcat, it is also correct. What about mouse eaten by rabbit? Does rabbit eat a mouse? No. So mistake here is this area, mouse being eaten by rabbit. There is a mistake. Okay, like that question may come in your exam. So be attentive in care. You have to be very careful while observing the food web. Okay, so this was a problem based on food web. Now let us move ahead and discuss about the animal getting extinct. So all animals need food to live. Okay, and what will happen if they do not get proper food from surrounding? This is happening because of various this may happen because of various reasons. One of them is deforestation. Okay, so this will lead them to die, and their number will decrease to an extent that they are going to extinct. There only few will be remaining, and that you can count in your fingers. Like example here it is given of Asiatic lion, Bengal tiger, red panda, then one more is a snow leopard. So these animals, they were on the verge of becoming extinct. Now with so many efforts of government, the Bengal tiger is now considered on a safer zone. Earlier their number was very less. Same is case with these animals. So let us discuss what may be the reason which have caused these animals to become extinct. Okay, on a verge of getting extinct. So there can be various reasons. It can be asteroid strike sometime, that is the reason it is being told the extinction of dinosaurs from this planet, and various other factors can be there which can cause extinction of the species. It can be climatic change, invasive species that we have discussed in plant also, you remember. Just because of invasive species, the native species, they get suppressed. Then lack of genetic diversity will be there, lack of food is there. See here, lack of food, human predation, we human beings, we are destroying, we are killing animals. And just because of some large scale epidemic type of disease, various animals, they sometimes get extinct from they completely get extinct. Okay, so now let me tell you a few name of animals which are now extinct from this planet. One is very common that we all know, that is dinosaur. Few other like dodo is there, saber-toothed cat is there, woolly mammoth, then ground sloth is there, then this one tiger, see this one, Tasmanian tiger, passenger pigeon. So these animals, they are no more on this planet. They are completely extinct. Okay, so these are few things which were there in the last part of this chapter that we have discussed. Now let us move ahead to a few more things that, in the book. See here, English one, very easy one. Hand feeds on earthworm. Here on will be there. And then again one more English one, grasshoppers are food for many birds or on many birds. Of course it will be for many birds. And now see here, a maths fun question is there. In a food web there are 30 food chain. How many food chain are there? One food web, 30 food chain, and all chain have equal number of animal, and in one food chain there are 10 animal. So one food chain, 10 animal, and how many food chain are there? 30. So it will be 10 into 30, that is equal to 300 animals. Can you imagine? In 10 food chain, 30 food chain with 10 equal number of animals, total number of animal will become 300. Okay, so these were few last things of this chapter. In case children you are having any doubt, you can contact me later. I will be sharing you workbook answers. Okay, so let us end our class by this. Okay, bye bye, take care.